just a little on my own end so it doesn't echo or anything weird like that. Yes, we'll give you a nice tour of the fortress here and get it running. Change the Twitch category. Thank you. It's like there's something else I was supposed to do in the setup here. I am bad at my job. Dwarf fortress. Boom. Update. Diggy hole. Dwarf fortress. Boom. And assuming I'm not so ill that I have to like bail early or anything like that, multiplayer today will be some Dota 2. So do make sure that you're all patched and updated and all those things. We got some more whiskey and chocolate coming in. It's from Pinginator. Hey, thank you very much. You said you're feeling ill. Alcohol kills germs. Gotta help you get better. I'm not 100% sure if whiskey is the best thing when you've got a stomach flu. But I don't know. What I'm gonna be doing after the stream, I'm gonna be risking a little bit more proper food and see if that works out okay. And if it does, then maybe at the end of the night I'll do something. But I think this is gonna be a no drinky during the multiplayer stream, just because the worst thing would happen is if all of a sudden I got sick on stream. Let's not do that. All right, let's unpause. The game things are mostly taking care of themselves right now while we give a little bit of tour. So let me zoom out a bunch. I want to start by looking at the surface. So this is where we settled. All this red, these are leaves on the ground. I know, like, we sort of want it to be all sorts of crazy blood, but it's just leaves falling from trees all over the place. We're in a little bit of a vale, a mystic vale, perhaps, over here, sort of between two mountains. We got a little brook going on there. It's very nice. A few little ponds. They'll freeze up during the winter, but is utterly lovely. We've got sort of a walled-in place. I just realized, oh no, there's just leaves on this thing. I was gonna say, did we use the wrong material for this bridge? But no, that's not it. Eat some coal, activated the Dwarven way. Oh. And, War of Mine, pure alcohol for bandages. God, I gotta play this War of Mine again. I only played it, like, right at release, or maybe it was pre-release or something like that. They had a bunch of changes, and then they had the expansion and stuff. That would be pretty swell. So we got the entrance to our base. I would like to make this a lot more fancy and impressive if I could. If we do go up one level, we've got a little bit... You know what? I still wonder if, like, the multi-level view actually hurts more than it helps. Certainly confuses me sometimes, but oh well. So we got an extra little set of wall over here just to make sure that nothing can shoot us from above. So we're protected. We got our trade depot in there. By trade depot, I mean most of the place where we rob elves, but that's fine. If we go down over here, we've got a little bit of a farming level. Not tons of stuff planted right now. How are we doing overall? We've got 155 people. We've got 600 units of drink. We've got a bunch of plant. Where are meals? Is that under food stores, or is it other? I mean, we've got a bunch of meals made as well, in addition to the raw plant. So yes, our food situation is fine. If we go ahead and scroll down here, this was just an exploratory little level, I think, although we found more gold in there. And here's our main level. So for many reasons, it is actually not optimal to have your fortress be on a single level. You can do, by stacking things vertically, you tend to minimize the walking distance for dwarves so they can do their jobs faster, and they also spend a lot less time doing like pathfinding, so they tend to hammer your CPU a lot less. But it's really cool to have one big level. So that's what we decided to do over here. I mean, heck, I spent all kinds of money upgrading my computer to the latest and greatest just so that I can play Dwarf Fortress with, you know, maximized frame rates. I don't believe... No, we shouldn't have any slopes bypassing our walls. I think that's all been taken care of, Blendar. Pretty sure. 600 drinks for 155 dwarves catastrophe. Honestly, at this point, we probably do want to increase those limits a fair bit. Let's go ahead and acknowledge that. So if we go over to one of our stills and open up our workflow constraints. So we're trying to keep between 500 and 1,000 drinks. We're going to change the range to something like, I don't know, 1,000 to 2,000. There we go. So we'll keep more drinks around. And the meal production, we might want to do something similar to that. Yeah, we'll change the range of this to something like 300 to 500 cooked meals available at any given time. I think that's going to be a good... Yeah, I know that doot is such a pain. And we've talked about it before. It's actually really annoying to try to figure out how to properly cancel it. There's cancellations over here. Can I cancel this entire category? There you go. Disable group. Oh, that also includes production? No, see, this is fine. Enable this one. So we'll see. Because it's every time... What's the resume and cancel production that it's doing doo-doots. I guess Sound Sense in general might be a little loud. I mean, it also provides us with our music, but here, we'll do something like that. Okay. It'd be nice if we could lower the volume on everything except the music pack. So, we've got lots of... Oh, we actually have a surprising amount of idlers right now, which is the first time in a long time. We probably need to construct more picks, because really, like, more people could be mining out these little veins over here. So let's put in a little job for, I don't know, copper picks, because we're making... Like, order like 20 copper picks. So that when there's idlers, everyone can just grab one and go whacking at a wall or something like that. And there are unnamed dwarves, that is true. Resuming production. So it's the resume production that makes the sound. And it's like... It's like, if I watch this, I might be able to see it come up. Maybe I'll switch it off of playing everything. That might make a difference too. All right, we'll see. Yeah, unnamed dwarves. How many are we talking about here? We didn't finish our tour. Let's finish our tour first. So, if I scroll out again, so we've got this big level over here. This is the mayor's office. We've got our sort of sheriff office over here with some jail cells, although I think we're still waiting for some golden chains to be made. We've got a temple over here along with coffins. This is our inn over here. If we go down a level, we're at some point going to make a bunch of temples over here for different gods. And as we keep descending over here, we hit their first cavern level. And if we keep descending here, we hit... Do we never see the... Okay, I think this is first cavern, and then this is second cavern, actually. They're, like, right next to each other. And then here we're hitting the magma level, where we are going to set up some things, and in particular, over here, we've got adamantite that we would like to do. We've got some warm stone located. Oh, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of those messages, and that's okay.
It's whiskey and chocolate!
It's whiskey and chocolate? Okay, how do I follow this link to disable the annoying loot? Thank you. Because people had figured out something at some point. Yeah, they say, look at the folder, it's easy to find, but it's not easy to find. The file called sample. And change it to. So, I mean, the thing is, it feels like, should it not be the sort of thing we could do from the AI? Because there is this sample file, and I was just looking at that. What are they calling it? Oh, is that just a generic, it grabs everything? It's this over here. Yeah, with the flute. So all we have to do is disable this one, except that's right, we can't disable an individual sound. We can disable a pack, but I can't disable this one individual sound, which is really dumb. But okay, let's say we go into the Dwarf Fortress folder, the Lazy Noob pack. Hold on, I'm trying to move over here. I guess it's Utilities, Sound Sense, Packs, Default, Sample.xml, match this pattern, but close it out like that. There we go. And reload the configuration, and I can re-enable this and put on like all the sounds again. But in theory now, if we take a look at Pack's default sample, yeah, there we go. That's not a thing anymore. Okay. Well, there you go. So what I can probably do as well is just boost this a little bit too, because a lot of the sounds are cool, because they're less common. Okay, so yeah, they're finding warm stone over here. We'll get a bunch of designations. The thing is, the designation for the warm stone on these downstairs is clearly okay. This means that this is leading into a magma, but it's clearly not magma for itself. So I'm gonna get. I could go into DF hack and turn off the auto pause for this. And what I might want to, DF hack, auto pause. There's a way to turn that off. Because it'll prevent me from having to like deal with a bunch of things here. No pause. I think that's what I want. No pause disables pausing. Yeah, excellent. So if I go into DF hack. That's not DF hack. No pause. There we go. So now they won't pause every time I hit warm stone. But this, like, I want them to stop digging when they hit warm stone, but they don't have to pause when they hit it. That's the difference. I want this to be a maximum priority mining here. Boom. Because what it should do is it should reveal a magma layer underneath it. Which it did. We still paused. What? Oh, activate with 1. There we go. Now there's no pause allowed. Excellent. So all these warm stone designations will no longer pause the game for us. See ya, Bora. I heard you can make a computer using a vampire stuck in 2x2 game with 1 pleasure free. Oh, because that would be your clock. Oh, that's interesting, Lance. Ah. Anyway, yeah, so if we go all the way down, at some point, we'll probably set up some sort of little smelting area over here. And in particular, we're going to start digging out the candy. So over here, and by candy, I mean adamantine. Dwarf Fortress people, we have, like, a system for, like, code names and stuff to sort of be anti-spoilery. Okay, dig that out. And then dig this way, which should be safe. Should. Almost turned into a creative episode. And I was thinking, like, for the for Kerbal, I'm still thinking of like a KOS day. Just don't visit the clowns. Soon, but maybe not yet. No better safe than should be safe. That's right. Safety third. It's just like the Kerbal system. So we're changing seasons here, so there's going to be an autosave. So one moment here. Someone's in the sauna. How deep is it possible to mine? There is a bottommost layer, that like a bedrock that you can't get through. But generally speaking, that's not an issue. Because we are deep under the ground here. We're 56 levels under the surface of the Earth. You make safety lights? I don't know. There's plenty of magma. That counts as safety lights, right? Nothing safer than that. There we go. So yeah, more warm stone being located, but that's okay. So we'll see what happens. All right. I guess the alert will still like loop me around, but that's okay. So plenty of people running around. Frame rate is definitely not as good as it used to be. A lot fewer people are idle now. Probably a lot of people just hauling stuff. That's okay. Like you can see the distances people are having to walk here to do various things. And that's one of the things, if you do a vertically stacked fortress, that works a lot better, but you know, it's not as fun, right? So we got her in here with our various beds. Oh, I guess it's time to maybe name people. So let's do that. I need to grab these. Should have opened this ahead of time, but I guess that's okay. Libre Office. open up the list of Extra Life charity donators. Scroll down to here. Excellent. All right, so while that's running in the background, we'll open up a Dwarf Therapist. Reread here and see how many people don't have nicknames. Oh my god, there's 50 people who need nicknames. I really need a bulk tool for this. Man. All right, we've got Gilvoro over here. I mean, we'll go until we're out of these donations, and this is one of the reasons at some point I'm like, okay, this fortress has to die. There's just too many people. I could actually maybe change it at some point to lower the max. I've left it a default cap of 200 dwarves, but maybe 100 is better for like the frame rates and everything. That's going to be too long. Jeffrey Sterling might work. Okay, good. Because there's a 16 character limit. Jesper Anderson, you're good too. We got Joe Gerritz. We got Jorlum. So many new dwarves. Jumping Jackalope. Yeah, I was gonna say that's too long, so it'll just get cropped. That's okay. We got Lord Nazgul. That sounds like we're asking for a whole lot of trouble by having Lord Nazgul among the dwarves, but sure. Now some of these people are not dwarves. Hey, Matthew Forster. Some of these people will be like they might be like a human adventurer or something like that joined the fortress, but it's hard to tell. There was Mick. We got Mini Fridge. We got a nagging narwhal coming up here. Obalaji. By the way, it seems very likely that I will be, once again, going to the Extra Life United charity gaming tournament in Florida this year. This will be my 3rd year, I believe. So if you're anywhere near the area, I definitely recommend you could check it out. I mean, anyone can sign up as a participant, although I think it does cost money for that. You can also just sign up to watch as well, and or volunteer to help with the event, which is a great way to raise money for a really valuable charity. And it's a lot of fun because it's 2 or 3 days of people playing video games for charity. Hey, Ralph Wiggum. Video games and board games, actually. And last year, I won! I won the whole thing. There's, I think, something like 300 participants, and I won the whole thing, raising $16,000 for our Extra Life charity for sick kids, which is amazing. There's War, there's Riot. Now, there's things happening in the background, and the game is not set to pause right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put those in and see what the hell's going on with the dwarves. They're all like, rah, 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 rah. Oh, there's a big fight. Someone's throwing a tantrum. Oh no, okay. Come here. No pause, 0. So I can pause. A bunch of dwarves are fighting. Oh, right over here. Oh shit. So who's throwing a tantrum? Affluent Alpaca. So Affluent Alpaca is now in a fight. He's fighting the mayor. Grabs the mayor by the upper left back teeth with his left hand. So he reached right into his mouth, grabbed him. And then the Stonecrafter, so this is Affluent Alpaca causing problems, punches the mason, so someone else is around, in the left hand, with the left hand, which is also holding the mayor's teeth. Wait, how does this work? Bruising the skin through the mitten. Stonecrafter attacks the mare, but she scrambles away. Punches the mare in the right hand, bruising the fat. Punches the mare, bruising the muscle. Grabs the mare by the right upper leg with his left hand. Standing up, punches the mare in the tongue. And the left cheek collapses in a lump of gore. Oh no! We're creating a Two-Face over here. All right. Two-Face, yeah, that's the name. The Batman villain, right? The Force pulls the head, tearing apart the skin, grabs the miner with the right ear, scratches the miner in the upper leg, punches the miner upper body, bruising the muscle, bruising the left lung. The miner's having trouble breathing, yeah, with a bruised lung. Stonecrafter punches the miner in the upper body with his left hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the liver. Do we have to summon our army to take down Affluent Alpaca? Or do we just let them keep fighting it out? We could have a big tantrum spiral. Guys, we need an executive decision from chat. Do we just let them fight, or do we call in the army? Crush the rebellious plebs. Would the army cause a loyalty cascade? The thing is, that sort of thing could happen anyway. Let them fight, call the army, why not both? What's the most fun? Let's let them fight for a little while longer. So it's the miner who's being referenced here. And I don't like that in here it refers to people by their titles as opposed to their name because it's a little hard. But it's Tasty Sauerkraut, Affluent Alpaca, and Ancient Wisdom are fighting. Oh god, I want Sauerkraut so badly. At least they're just punching each other. Oh, they're chasing. Look at this. So I think Dark 668 here is trying to run away from Affluent Alpaca, who's still throwing a tantrum. Why are you throwing a tantrum? Why are you so miserable? Status. Thoughts and things. Has been utterly harrowed by a nightmare that is his tragic life, and is throwing a tantrum. Feels ferocity after throwing something. Yeah, ferocity. Yeah, from fighting. Who's dejected, unable to pray to aquamarine rock boulders. Dejected, unable to pray to Castle. Dejected, the lack of decent meals. Hey, I'm making decent meals. Felt self-pity after a lack of abstract thinking. Wait, what? Irritated, dwelling upon being caught in a rain. He was dejected after being unable to be extravagant for so long.
It's whiskey and
What does that even mean? I don't know. He's absolutely inexhaustible and agile, but he is weak. Well, that's probably a good thing. Whiskey and chocolate. Who dis? Hey, Gilvoro! Says, woot, first time as a dwarf. Well, I'm happy that you're here, man. It's always good when someone that's actively watching gets named in something. All right, well, let's, you know. Did he ever stop doing a tantrum?
All right, the dwarf.
Do they have to be killed? Oh, I think you may have stopped throwing tantrum. It still says it, but you no longer have the exclamation mark. Yeah, you're done. You're unhappy, but you're done. Okay, so I'm assuming the justice system. Yeah, we got some disorderly conduct from Affluent Alpaca here. Schrodinger's cake is accusing Affluent Alpaca of disorderly conduct. Ancient Wisdom is accusing Affluent Alpaca as well. And a bunch of people are accusing Affluent Alpaca of vandalism, because he's going around smashing things. And Affluent Alpaca, okay, you've been a bad boy. So you've been accused of a million crimes. So that's you here. You're in the mayor's office. Are you still attacking the mayor? No. Oh, he's calmed down. You're still chasing the mayor. Oh, it did say you were attending a meeting. You're attending a meeting. You're having a meeting with the mayor for some reason. To apologize, hopefully? And the mayor's eating a meal, and you're just chilling here and feeling miserable. He's apologizing to him. Can we see the mayor's wounds? Yeah, so this is the mayor here, Ancient Wisdom. So your head being torn apart, that's something that happened earlier. You got beat up there. No treatment scheduled. Maybe it wasn't the mayor that's face got collapsed. How many wounds does Affluent Alpaca have? He's still harrowed. No, you're okay. I don't know. Someone in the hospital? Nope, not right now. So where are you going there, Affluent Alpaca? General tab. You're going to go individual combat drill. Yeah, you're gonna have to be arrested. Like, this should just work automatically, right? We're set up. We got the justice system. We've got a militia commander. We've got a hammerer. We've got a prison cell. It's set up to be used for justice. So presumably he's going to be arrested at some point, right? Press enter to convict. Oh, enter to convict someone. I didn't realize I actually had to hit that button. "17 witnesses." So we're gonna go ahead and convict him to all these crimes. I don't know, because presumably people will be happier if like these crimes are actually like made just. You're gonna get hammered to hell and back, buddy. I didn't realize I had to actually convict someone. I thought that happened automatically. I think it used to happen
Whiskey and
automatically.
chocolate.
It's gonna get 25 to life. That's hammering. Silence all the witnesses. It's whiskey.